Hi, hello, namaste. How are you all? How is the energy? Let's start the session with the beautiful affirmations. God protects us every moment, and He is the source of love. And He is the source of love. I know my worth. I'm unique. I'm special. I know my worth. I'm unique, special. So what is there in today's session? So we will be discussing the toppers paper. So in this paper, definitely it is not a paper I have taken from the previous year batches toppers paper, because the subject is irrelevant. That means to say they had C++, we have Python now. So I have taken one of the preparatory papers only from my college. Okay, so it is basically what I can tell you, a preparatory paper only, but if we follow certain things, certain points I would like to discuss here, wherein we can focus on getting 70 on 70. Is the point clear? So without further delay, let's start the session. So how much she has got, let me also tell you here. So she has got 69. So in part A she has got 19, and part 2 8 and 12, and in part D 20, and part E she has got 10 here. So 1 mark, of course, she has lost in MCQs. So that also we will see how to write each and every question we will be discussing now. So in the MCQs, how to write the answers in MCQs, it's very, very important. I'll just tell you. So here So here in part A, whenever you're writing an MCQ or in fill in the blanks, ensure that you put all your main number and then the question. For example, first main and sixth question, first main, seventh question. Okay, so first main, eighth question, that should be outside only. Many of the students will write inside it, so it should be out of the boundary only. This margin, whatever the margin, no, out of the margin you need to write that main and the question number. And after that you write part A. This is very important. Okay, write part A. Clearly write part A and start off with the answers. So how to write the answers? So clearly they have written the option also, A, B, C, D option also, and also the answer. They have written one word, whatever the answer is there, no, that answer also you have to write. Don't write like this, 1A, 2B, 3C. You're not supposed to write it. This is wrong. And one more thing is that you should leave some space for after one question. So it is not like 1A, not like this, 1A, 2B, 3C, like this, one below the other. You don't write it, just leave one line gap and then write. So clearly we can allocate the marks. Is the point clear? So I can allocate the marks. Okay, this is wrong. I see she has lost the marks in that question only. Okay, so write the answer option and also the exact answer you're supposed to write. Don't only write this, only this. Both should be there. This is very much compulsory, I can tell you, because you will not make the evaluator. See, you will easily get the marks if you don't make the evaluator confusion. Okay, you have to, the correction should go very smoothly. That's very, very important. Okay, so you're going to write all the answers like this. So ensure that you don't give just don't write one below the other without space. So give proper spacing, and both should be there, option as well as the what I can tell you, the answer should be there. Okay, so this is about the MCQs, and similarly we go for the next one. That's going to be the fill in the blanks. In second main we have 16 to 20 as the fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks, some of the students will write the entire question, and along with that they'll write the answer. For example, which is the keyword that is used to rise the exceptions manually. So they're going to write everything and then they'll write rise. No, you have to write only answers. If we write only the what is wrong, ma'am, if we write the whole thing? The chances is that no, you may not have underlined the keyword. The answer you would have forgotten to underline it, and the evaluator, they may not have checked that. So if you write only the answers, it's clear that okay, this is the answer, this is the answer. Clearly they'll be able to make out. So if you write the whole thing, you have to underline, and there is a chance also you may underline some other word also. That has also happened. I have seen this in one of my student only has done this, and she has lost centum because of this. Okay, so I want you to ensure just write only the question number and that answer only, and ensure that you need to write MCQs and fill in the blanks in the beginning only. Okay, next you will go for part B. Okay, part B. Ma'am, is it that can I start with any other part? No problem, you can start. But once you start a one particular part, you complete that and go for the next part. One part B, one part C, one part D, don't make it. This is where the evaluator, you are making them a mess, a confusion is going to create. Whenever confusion is there, the chances of you getting the marks will be less. Okay, instead of giving you 4, you might get 3, and there may be so many options, there may be so many reasons why they have given 3 also for you. No, you need to ensure that you have to write it in a proper way only, because it is easy. Ultimately, we should get the marks, isn't it? Okay, so we'll go for the part B. So in case of part B, what we have? So mention which is the part. Okay, it is 2 markers we are going. So right onwards we have to correct the 2 markers, and after that it's going to be the part 3 and then the 21st question. What is there on the 21st question? 21st question is about stack and what is the principle. So clearly you can just see here, you can line some 2-3 lines gap, 2 lines minimum you leave some gap and start on. You can just see here they have drawn one line here after that, and then she has started 21. In the 21, what is that? You can observe here. So it's clearly arrangement of elements, linear order, and there is LIFO, last in first out. Whichever is the important keyword that she has underlined, that is very, very important. Knowing which is the important keyword is also plays an important part that you need to remember. Don't underline everything. Underlining we have to do, ma'am, everything will underline. That is also not going to serve the purpose. Important word only we should underline. Only there we can just focus and we can give the marks. Okay, LIFO is there, this is there, linear order is there. Okay, we can give the marks. Okay, like that. Then we'll go for the 22nd, applications. Applications of Q, how she has written, you can just see applications she has written one below the other. 2 application only. You can just see here this 2 marker. How many applications she has written? She's written more applications. If you know, ma'am, 2 markers I will write only 2. Don't think like that. If you know 3, 4, you write it. So if you one wrong also, you will get the other one. Okay, don't be stingy in writing the answers if you know it, right? Okay, so she has written multiple that we can understand. And one more thing, she has underlined CPU scheduling, playlist management, process management, and result, web browsing, multitasking. Important keywords also she has underlined. And next we'll go for the 25th question. What is there in the 25th question? Difference is there. How to write differences? Differences should be written in the form of table only. Table how? So she has also highlighted this. You can just see here every point wise only, not as a paragraph they have written. So they have written is in the form of bullets. Okay, you can make use of bullet the way the one you want, you can write it. So write in terms of bullets and then be specific. It's only 2 marker questions. How many points? She has written all the points here. Okay, if you know it, you write it. It will not take much time. Okay, this is how you're supposed to write it. Example, and also she has written scalar function. So single row function, group function, example, everything she has written here. Clear? Difference means table. This is what I wanted to tell. Okay, we'll go for the next question. What is there in the next question? So we have simplex communication. What is simplex communication mode she has written? So in that, highlighting the point. See, just one-way communication. Then we have unidirectional. Okay, one example also she has given. Coffee. One second. Okay, so she has written one example and also what do you mean by simplex communication she has written. Next, what do we have in case of 26th question? What are the 2 different varieties or versions of an IP address, I think, internet protocol. So what she has written, you can just see here, version 4, version 6, 32 bits, 120. See, clearly they have said it is going to be like 2 versions you have to write it. You not have to mention only they have written. So she has written version 4, version 6 also, and importantly she has highlighted how many bits for that. That's all. No need to write stories also. If you keep writing stories also, then it will become only in case of differences. Only in case of differences. Some students, they write too much, too less. Too much, too less is also not good. You should know, like, wherever is required, you need to write little bit. Wherever is not necessary, just stick on to that. Okay, so version 4, version 6 she has highlighted and highlighted these bits also. Very good. We'll go for the next part now. What is there in the part C? In part C, you can just see that it is a 3-marker question. You can also leave some space here. She has underlined, so you can underline that. And after that, you can just see here, in case of part C, we have 3 markers. There's a question on assert. Assert, how we can answer this question? Most of the time, rise, assert. See, definitely there will be one question, one question from the exception handling. 3 markers will be there. Okay, one is for what? Assert, rise, or it can be with respect to exception handling, try, except, else block. Okay, so in case of assert, you just write the definition as such. Test is an expression to test an expression. If it is false, it is going to rise an assertion error. Syntax she has written, and one example she has written. So the condition what she has written is wrong, so we have deducted 1 mark here. So if you can understand here, see it is just, since I'm just showing you the only one part. If you can open the paper, no, like this, so I'll get to know that in case of part B she has got 2 2 2 2 2, correct? No, 1 2 2, and how many 2's she has got? Okay, this is reduced. Okay, 5. So you can just see here, this is the mark she has gotten part B. So out of which she has attempted only 4. No. So I can just, looking at this, here only I will put this as 1E. That means what? E is an extra. If you're writing there somewhere here, instead you leave some space there only. If you're not getting an idea to attempt the answer, you can just leave some space and then come back. So for the validator, it will become easy. Okay, she has written 1 extra here. Out of 4, she has written 5 here. I'll make 1 extra. Is the point clear? So while giving the marks also, it becomes easy. Next, we'll go for assert statement. In case of assert statement, syntax, example, and also definition. But you should be very thorough with the syntax and example. Okay, she has lost the marks there. Then we'll go, even though she has lost the marks here, but it wasn't covered there, no? Extra she has written. So you will never know. You'll never know where the mistakes lies there. That's why extra should be written always. We'll go for the next question. That's going to be a dumb question. Okay, what is serialization? Explain with an example. Serialization, pickling with an example means what? Dump you have to explain. Serialization, what definitions written. One more thing, what she could have written more means she could have written like define, definition, not define as such. Definition of serialization. Underline it and write the definition, and then go for the syntax. Syntax she has written. Okay, syntax, and after that, and one example. Okay, example she has written. So you can just see here, example also she has written. Okay, imported the module, calling of dump function and closing the file. Everything properly she has written. Okay, is it so much as needed? As nothing as such, you can just write this much also, that will be fine for me. Okay, just one example for dump is also fine. One programming segment only she has written. It's well and good. Next, we'll go for the 30th question. What is there in the 30th question? So we need to define some terminologies here. Define the following. How to do that? How to do that? So she has written time complexity. I'm defining that now. And next, linear time algorithm, I'm defining it here. So write that which term you're defining. And then you write the explanation for that. Some definition, you have to write it. So clearly I can understand it is this, it is this, it is for this. Okay, and highlight some important point there. Okay, so they have a loop. So you can also see here, in case of linear time algorithm, it has a single loop. It has a loop. They have a loop. In case of constant time algorithm, surely she knows that no loop. In that, no loop will come. So highlight that. highlight that. See, complexity is 1, time complexity is n, time taken for an algorithm to take, to complete its execution. So like that, important keyword should be underlined. Knowing which is important is also, it is very, very important. Again, I'm using that word important only. Okay, we'll go for the 31st question. So 31st question is also very, very important. That means it's an algorithm. So how to write algorithm, students? You need to write an algorithm only. Don't get confused with the program. Algorithm means algorithm only you should write it. Algorithm means how you should write. We should write in terms of steps. So that is there. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 and all. And also you can just see here, if and else is being written. If is written, else is written. Inside that, if there are 2 statements, she has also given that indentation. That is also will be the best thing. Because when you write the program also will follow indentation, right? So indentation she has written. Okay, so repeat keyword is there. Students, usually you will get confused between algorithm and and program also. So initialization means whenever initializing you have to use set, and whenever loop will come we always write using while only, not using for loop. Okay, whenever we need to write a loop, for loop also we'll write in terms of while only. You could have observed this. Please know this. Okay, they'll make use of while loop here. So initial value, final value, and incrementing is done here. And after that you have to stop. Okay, you cannot use break and all. Stop is there. And finally the step 4 is print search unsuccessful. Okay, we'll go for the next question. What is there in the next question? We have this important terminology. The explanation, this though I told you already only. How you have to write any terminologies you have to explain means very simple. Write that word which one you want to tell. Okay, which one you want to define. No, write that word and then you need to give the explanation for that. And then we'll go for this primary key. Explain what is primary key. Then we have metadata. Understand here data, about data highlighted. Primary key uniquely identified. Okay, database constraint, accuracy and reliability. Restriction or limitations. Underline the important keywords. So once you write all the answers, then you take some time. Lot of time will be there, no? So at that time you think it will be the important. So database, catalog, dictionary, everything she has highlighted. Okay, I have done with this question now. Next we'll go for write a note on MAC address, media access control address, or it can be with respect to explain anything, explain the certain concept is there means. That means it's a theoretical question. How to write? Again in terms of points only. Points means what? It's better you make use of this asterisk or this arrow. Don't write 1, 2, 3, 4 and all. For example, you know only 4 points. For example, you know only 4 points, but you've written that 4 points only looking as though you've written 5 points. At that time, if you write 1, 2, 3, 4, it is getting highlighted that you have missed 1 point. Getting my point? You know only 4 points, but the way you have written 4 points is like 5 points. More only you have written. But if you write clearly writing 1, 2, 3, 4, clearly we can make out that it is 1 point is missing. Is the point clear? At that time, this asterisk, the symbols will be, it will be better. Because we will not be able to, we will not count how many points you've written. We will see, it depends on the, evaluator again. It depends on the evaluator. But this is more safety, I think, for you to get the marks. Okay, so you can just see here, physical hardware address, permanent address, 12-digit hexadecimal number. 12-digit hexadecimal number, but how many bits? It is 48 bits. Don't get confused. Hexadecimal means 12-digit hexadecimal number, but 48 bits it is. Okay, that she has not written. You can also write 48 bits. It's going to be the physical address. So that part she has written, media access control address. We'll go for the part D. In case of part D also, highlight that part D. Okay, we are starting with this part D. Now, 5 marker. And what is that question? Question is on Q. Q palindrome, deck palindrome, okay, to check whether a given string is a palindrome or not using deck. So what is that? It's an algorithm. Algorithm means what you have to ensure. Step 1, step 2, step 3, you have to write it. After that, very important, in this question, I want you to write this diagram. This diagram, whatever is there, refer you write it. Madam was there means madam you write it. So whatever the question is there, write it. Okay, I have stored in a deck data structure. After that, I need to After that, I need to remove M, remove from the front end, remove from the back end, and then compare it. I've removed this. Okay, then what will be happening? We'll be having only A, D, A we will have after removing. And then what will I do? I'll compare M equal to M. So like that, pictorial representation wherever it is there in the textbook also. Okay, wherever is there, you write it off. That will make more, clear to the evaluator. So here, what is the important keywords you need to highlight? You can just see here, insert the character, insert rare. You have to keep inserting the elements from the insert and keep deleting the elements from both ends, front end and delete front, delete rear. Keyword is insert error, insert rear, delete front, delete rear. And after that, what are you supposed to do? If they are, say, matching. You can write it with matching. Matching means it's a palindrome, else it's not a palindrome. So like that, you can underline. Okay, we'll go for the next question. So what is there in the next question? Okay, let me... what I told you insert rear, delete front, delete rear, matching. It's a palindrome or it's not a palindrome. Some important keywords for this particular question I told you. This is how you need to write it and underline those words. We'll go for the 38th question. Limitations of the file system, how will you write it? Limitations of the file system, so many times I've explained also. Limitations ensure that there are so many limitations, difficult to access, data inconsistency, data redundancy, data isolation, data dependence, like that many are there. Write the important heading and then the explanation. Important heading, explanation. See, redundancy, duplication is there. Okay, application you need to write separately. Inconsistency, do not match. Okay, so like this, important keyword should be there and write the heading and then explanation. Heading is important. Okay, we'll go for the next question. So what is there in the next question? Next question is also continuation of that only. Isolation is there, explain. Data dependence and dependency is there, you need to explain that. And data controlled sharing. Okay, controlled data sharing, also write the heading and then explain. Okay, if you know it, you can also write more than 5 points. If you know it, it's better for a safety. If you have only 5 points, write only 5 points. Nothing can be done. Okay, then we have 39 question devices. Okay, we need to explain the networking devices. Networking devices also the same concept only. Try to write the networking concept mainly with hub, switch, modem, repeater, router, gateway. Okay, this RJ45 connector and all, no, it's better you write these first and then you can write it at the last, because as a device also, it is not considered, it's just a connector, it's not a device as such. Okay, it's better you write at the last, so that also you can remember. And importantly, you highlighted modem, highlighted, then we need to write hub and then write some important points and highlight it. So don't highlight it in the beginning only when you're writing only. That will make you, first the answer should be written, later only highlighting will come. Okay, underlining will come. We'll go to the next question. What is there in the next question? So gateway she has written, repeater also she has written, switch she has written, and you can write some points for this. See each question, each networking devices, she has written some answers here. After that, what is there in the 40th question? 40th question is about the properties of the radio waves. Properties of the radio waves. See, this is going to be the transmission media. That's going to be a wireless medium. Wireless media. So you have to write some properties, means ensure that you need to mention it in the form of bullets. Okay, you write in terms of bullets, not as a paragraph. Is the point clear? So clearly, see, cannot penetrate, susceptible to interference, move in all direction. Omni, one word, omnidirection you can tell. Frequency, she has underlined. Applications, she has written. So like that, you can write some, any 5-6 points you write it. If you know it's write some 5-6 points. We'll go for the next question. What is there? Postfix to, is it postfix? No, it's not a postfix expression. Evaluation, it's not a conversion, sorry. It's not a conversion from infix to postfix. It's about evaluation of postfix expression. So how to write this answer? How to write it? See, maybe you may be referring different books. Anyway, don't I don't want you to follow any other book. Please do follow textbook only, because it's clearly given and there is no chance for you also getting confused, because clearly you can write what is the symbol, because each and every element we need to take it at a time, perform the operation, and then you either store it in the stack or pop it from the stack. Clearly you can write it, no confusion only there, because when you do it some other method, just in the form of rows and columns, okay, some of the students will be writing like this in the form of a table, wherein like I'll just insert the elements like this while popping, you don't know which one. But if you write it like this, okay, 1 2 3 4 means 4 only should come first. Okay, there are chances of getting confused. Better you follow this also from the textbook only. Symbol 8, what we have to do, action, and about the stack. Okay, this thing you clearly mention, okay, one below the other. Okay, and this also you can observe, very important point I can tell you here. So she has made one mistake. Okay, she has made a mistake. How she has ensured that that there's a mistake. Okay, now she can't keep okay, because some of the students, what they do is they keep scratching like this and make the paper worse, looking very worse. They keep scratching as though nothing should be visible. Whatever they have written, no one saw, top secret they have written, and nothing should be visible, like that they keep scratching like this. Can you able to see now? Still no need as such thing. No need. Just put one chord, that is more than enough. See, now I have this smart board, I'm erasing so easily, or else the paper will look so bad, right? So ensure that you just see one scratch, one chord, enough. Okay, I have made one mistake, one chord. Is the point clear? Only so much you have to do it, don't scratch too much. We'll go for the next question. So this is also, we have done it, and the result is going to be finally, see this also. You would have done it. And finally, what is the result? Result also you should highlight. No, I have done something and you just leave it. No. Mention that, okay, I have got the result is equal to 332,764. Highlighting that also. Okay, put it in a box. Usually we put it in a box, right? So that also you can do it. We'll go for the... This is a very, very important question I wanted to discuss with all of you people. So what is that I want to discuss? Here, we have a sorting technique. It's going to be the part E. In this part E, we have what do we have? It's about arrangement of elements. No, it's about arrangement of elements either in ascending order, descending, and most probably in most of the cases it's going to be in ascending only. So here it's going to be, can you guess like which sort is this? Okay, it's the other way around. I'm giving you the answers and you're supposed to guess the question now. So what is the, which sorting technique is this? Can you tell me? See, here we have 827 minus 490 is there. And finally we got it, ma'am, minus 247890. It's going to be sorting technique only, one of the sorting technique, ma'am. We have arranged elements. So looking at the, looking at this. Can you able to guess? See, I'll show you some important tricks also for you to recall. These two, this two. Can you guess? It's basically an insertion sort. Insertion sort is what? Insertion sort is basically sorting the elements and comparing the elements in the reverse direction. It just keep comparing the elements in the reverse direction, right? So looking at this, see 90 is there, we keep comparing backward. Okay, it's going to be an insertion sort. That is what I wanted to tell you. And okay, let it be. Okay, what is that I want to tell you apart from this? Okay, it's an insertion sort. Be it any sort, be it any sort, how to write it. It's better you write each and every step showing in the form of a table. Okay, table, you write it in the form of a table and show the elements. And you should also highlight it pass 1, pass 2, pass 3, pass 4, pass 5. Like this, you have to show those passes. One important step. Second step, okay, which one you are doing? In the pass 1, you have to show the comparison. this comparison you are showing, and after show the comparison and then you also tell whether it is swapping happens or no swapping. This is the most commonly occurring in almost all the kind of sorts, no? So show the comparison and we have done swapping. What you can do, what she could have done in a better way is, I felt like she should have done like this: 8, 2, 7, 4 and minus 9, okay, minus 490. Okay, so this way she could have showed the comparison. These two we are comparing, and in the next slide swapping. Okay, in the next slide swapping. Okay, this also can be written. So this is going to be comparison and we are doing swapping here. So only it is coming as 287 minus 490. And after that you can just see here in case of pass 2, what happens? Second element they are comparing 87, definitely it is going to be compared. Okay, or else it is very simple comparison also, you can just show it, and you can also show it as in the form of an arrow, clearly telling these two elements are compared, and write swap. Whatever she has done is also fine. Okay, just put an arrow and then show it as a swapping technique. So here there is no swap also, you show it, it's no swapping, because 5 marks is there for this particular question. And after that, in case of pass 3, what we have? Comparing those two, swapping, comparing, swapping, comparing, swapping. So like this you have to show each and every pass comparison, swapping is happening or not. And one more point you can just see here, once it is done, it is not evident in this slide, students. It is not evident in this slide, but whenever the element is getting sorted, no, see, I'll just show you. See, here in this 2, 8 are sorted. Okay, 2, 8 are sorted. Sorry, 2 is sorted here. Let me erase it and show you. Okay, 2 is sorted. Okay, and here it is 2, 7 sorted. And in pass 3 we have 4 minus 3 elements are sorted. 4 elements are sorted. Okay, and here we have all the elements are sorted. So clearly it's not like showing like this. Lightly one kind of shade you can put, light shade. So the number should be visible. Number visible is only very important. Light shade you can show it. Actually she has done that. I wanted to show, but it is not too visible to me only. So I'm telling orally to you, light shade you can just show for the swapping. Okay, if you have time, definitely you can do that. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ you can just do it at the end. Endally ಮಾಡಿ, time ಇರುತ್ತೆ. We'll go for the 43rd question. What is there in the 43rd question? This is going to be a very simple question based from the chapter called Understanding of Data. So here they've asked question on median range standard deviation. So how she has attempted this? Yeah, is there anything I wanted to tell you in the previous paper? 1 minute. Yeah, this is what I wanted to tell you. One more point I just missed out. You can just observe here, after this question we have to go for party, correct? No, after this we need to go for party. That means she could have started part D, part, what I'm writing the spelling, students, let me erase it. Okay, she could have started part D, part E here only, but she did not start. What you can do, you can just start the party in the next page only. Instead of writing half here and half there, if there is a space, see, it's clearly we can just understand everything in one particular page. Okay, so instead of shifting, if there is only 2 lines, 1 line, don't write there only, just go for the next page. No need, no worries only, because they're going to give you as many additional sheets as you want, not number of additional sheets. Booklet only, you're going to get 2 booklets. If you want, you'll get 2 booklets also. One thought definitely you will get it, and one more you also will get it. So 48 pages is more than enough, no, for you to write it. So ensure that write it in 1 page. It's how clear it is, isn't it? So she, even though she had space here, she has not written here, she has written in the next page. Okay, we'll just go for the next question. What is there in the next question? 43rd question, that's going to be the understanding of data. Here she has written the formula here. Okay, no need of this formula as such, okay, because it is not given in the textbook. You can just write it as the average of two middle elements. That way also, if you write it, it's more than enough. If you write like this also, she has referred some book, this is also right. Okay, getting the value and highlighting it. Okay, highlighting it, and then okay, writing the formula, put it in the box. After that, final value, highlight it. Then we have standard deviation. Standard deviation is such a big question. It is not possible to write it in 1 minute. So she has written the formula here, highlighted the formula, highlighting the formula, answer, highlighting the formula and the answer. And then what do we have here? Just see this question she has just written in the form of table. This is always better. Writing it in one thing, it is making you more confused. So one element, one value at a time, you take it, you subtract it from the mean, and then you just find the square of that. Okay, finally you add it and take a square root of that, and finally you will get it. So this is how you need to write it. Okay, we'll go for the next question. So what is there in the next question? So we have the 44th question, that's going to be an SQL question. Queries, you have to write it. So if they ask clearly, create a table. So one table, one question, 44, one, creating the table. One below the other, she has written, not like this. You're writing in the paper, I want you to create a table like this only. Okay, they have started here, they've closed here. Clearly, it's an indication that, you will not miss out. Okay, I've written this, Clearly, one below the other gives more clarity. So, create a table like this only. Then we have, most of the time, you would have created the table in one line only when you're executing, because it's easy to debug. So for writing in the paper, you write it one below the other. That's be more clarity. Okay, select maximum from sports. Alter table name. Clearly she has mentioned here. Okay, so he or she, of course she only has written the paper, so she is my student, I know her. Okay, then we have update sports set team is equals to India. One mistake, I could have cut her 1 mark here. So what is that? Update set team is equals to India. No, all the team members belongs to India. That means this should be highlighted. This should be highlighted with the single quote. Single quote, no, that's going to be a string. That's going to be a string. So string she has not missed. She has missed that, sorry, she has missed it. So you need to include the value under the quote. Char, varchar and with date, you have to put it in single quote. Select count star from sports where runs is greater than 30,000. So she has written here, and insert the values of the tuples. So insert the values of the tuples if they write it. If they have asked you, you can write so many tuples. Okay, so you can ensure that wherever char, varchar and date of birth is there, date of birth in general date is there, put it in single quote. Date should be in YYMM DD format. Okay, so anything else? So that's all for the today's session. Okay, and anything else I want to tell? Okay, so that is all, students. So ensure that, okay, keep the paper properly. Don't keep the water bottles on your table and all. So properly write it, and all the best. And we'll definitely pray God, and everyone should get 70 on 70. Put your efforts and leave the rest to God. And thank you so much. Thank you.